Folks, what's up? It's Don
and John's
Picks. Yes, we're back. Took a little break for Thanksgiving. Didn't have our normal Sunday episode or episode on Thursday. You saw we gave out some picks for Thanksgiving though. John, how was your Thanksgiving?
Donnie, it was a great holiday, a great long weekend filled with lots of football and lots of winning. We got some props. The Bills are back in winning form. Anchor Pick is back in winning form. Couldn't ask for much more of a good holiday. How'd you end up doing?
It was great. I mean, Bills covered. They were the most reliable team of the day, just easy cover. And honestly, I was just kind of snoozing after all the food by the end of the third quarter. I was falling asleep on the couch because it was such an easy win. But I did wake up in the fourth quarter for that Breida TD. Cash and late for us, plus 350. Diggs cashes for John. We both hit our special Thanksgiving prop. And we're going to ride that heat right into, is this week 13, right?
I believe so.
Week 13, Thursday night football. Let's delve in. We got the boys, Dallas Cowboys, at the Saints. Spread is -4.5. I have 5, but I'm going to go with John's 4.5. Let's do that. And then under 47.5. That's for the total. What are we thinking about, John? We sticking with the boys? How do we feel?
Well, Donnie, of course, Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones, friend of the show, personal friend at this point. We spoke for a long time earlier, and he's feeling real confident going into New Orleans. Obviously, New Orleans is coming off, I believe, 4 losses in a row, making a QB change, hoping to get some life back in the offense here with Taysom Hill. We're going to see how that works out. Obviously, we're all interested to see how it works out. But 4.5 points, Dallas Cowboys, I mean, going against a struggling team here, I think that's no problem. So I'm once again backing our boy and his boys, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys, -4.5. We're locking that in. Over under 47.5 here. I think the New Orleans offense will still be struggling to get things rolling. And the Cowboys, obviously getting it done here, but I think not enough points to hit that over. So I'm taking the under 47.5. That's what I'm thinking on Thursday night. We're going to see how it goes. Jerry Jones, please don't let me down, my good friend. Thank you. Donnie, what are you thinking? Thursday night, where are we at?
John, I'm thinking what you're thinking. Leaning the boys on this. They kind of got embarrassed on Thanksgiving, their little homecoming. One of the worst games penalty-wise, I think, or the worst game penalty-wise of the year for the NFL. They had penalties left and right. Kind of remind me of that New England game where they should have blown out New England, but had penalties left and right. End up with the miracle cover in OT. Not that time. No miracle cover in OT. Not even close to covering, and they lose outright. They're coming back strong, though. They have to. They gotta. They're playing in a dome, too, so nothing weird about that for them, even though they're on the road. And, yeah, New Orleans, they got nothing going on. Taysom Hill, doesn't really matter. I'm sticking with the boys. Although, one quick thing I do have to say, man, I've been loving the boys lately. They've been kind to me this year. Great to bet on. Jerry Jones, like you said, friend of the show. But Jesus, I cannot stomach Skip Bayless and the fact that he's a Dallas fan. I don't know if any of you saw the video he posted the night of the Thanksgiving loss, but it is one of the most difficult things to watch in my life. It is incredibly cringy. He doesn't say anything. Have you seen the video I'm talking about?
I saw the thumbnail of the video, and maybe it was your retweeted caption of it, and I couldn't bring myself to watch it. So no, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, okay. That's a good call.
It looked really ugly. He looked really ugly, and I was
my God.
Keep scrolling.
I can't believe not only a grown man, but like a man in he's like 70 years old. I feel like.
He looks all of 70.
He's like gotta be 60, 70, and the video, Okay, whatever. We're shaking off that cringe though. Dallas -4.5. I'm with you on the under, too. The Saints, their offense, they're not going to be doing anything. I think Dallas's offense tightens it up this time. And with Taysom, I think Diggs is going to get a pick. So lock those in. And I think that is a consensus pick. Wow, starting off the show hot. After a week off, baby.
Ice cold consensus. That's right.
Goddamn right.
Good to see. Good to see. All right. Well, this week, as we know, the Buffalo Bills back in primetime. So we're going to skip right to Sunday Night Football. Primetime, baby. We got the Broncos visiting the Chiefs. Spread at the moment, Chiefs minus 9.5. Over under an even 47. And, the big spread here, obviously, looks like Kansas City back in form. People no longer calling for them to trade. Patrick Mahomes, all that crazy talk. But can they cover a big enough spread as this, Donnie? 9.5 points.
Chiefs minus 9.5. It's that easy. No explanation needed. Chiefs minus 9.5. They got their swagger back. I'm going with it. Bet the over too, because their defense sucks, and I think Bridgewater can, hang a couple on them. But Denver on the road, Kansas City. No. Kansas City 9.5. It's that simple.
Simple enough. No explanation needed.
What do you think? What do you put more thought into this? I want to get to the Bills game so bad, and this is easy for me.
Well, Monday cannot come.
I can't
soon
overthink
enough.
it. What do you think, John?
Monday cannot come soon enough. I guess this will be one of those Sundays where we're just kind of kicking our feet up, watching Red Zone, whatever it may be. And here we land on Sunday night. I put a little more thought into this one, but I landed pretty much the same as you, Donnie. I'm landing on the Chiefs. We're gonna take the Chiefs. Funny to think the Broncos are coming off a win last week against the Chargers, was it? So, we saw them managing to put up some points. Obviously, the Chiefs still have a high-powered offense, so I am liking the points here. But there's no way I'm taking the Broncos. I think they're going to be feeling lofty coming off their win, and they're just going to get absolutely demolished at Arrowhead Stadium Sunday night. So we're taking the Chiefs, and we're taking the over. We are once again in a consensus pick. How about that? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Bingo bongo. We're just rolling right through consensus, and you know where that takes us, Donnie.
Yes. Last but not least, I love that we're finishing the primetime games with this. With our Bills, Monday night, the AFC East showdown everyone's been looking for. Honestly, this is probably game of the week for the NFL. Might even be game of the second half of the season with the implications this has. Pat's just been storming back, taking first in the AFC, They haven't had their bye yet, so they got an extra win on us. No big deal. They're at the Bills, though, at home. Highmark Stadium. Spread is, John's got minus 2.5. I have minus 3. Let's take the 2.5 for our purposes. Over under 43.5. John, what are you thinking about with this AFC East showdown?
Showdown indeed, Donnie. And I know we will both be at the game together, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So who knows what kind of state we'll be in by the time.
Friends.
With some other friends, our good friends in Intrepid Travelers. Check out Intrepid Travelers if you have not already. We'll be rolling deep with the IT fam on Monday night. And I'll tell you what, Donnie, I'm going to have at least a few of these babies right here because I feel like I might be a nervous wreck come kickoff time, come 8:20 on Monday night, because I don't know what to think anymore. New England is hot. They're like the hottest team in the NFL right now. Granted, though, who have they played that makes us at all nervous? So I think
stinky boys.
Bunch of stinky teams. So I'm taking it with a fat grain of salt, this winning streak they're coming on. I feel like Mac Jones has a pretty big head. I don't know. I feel like I saw a quote, and I wasn't sure if it was real or not. I think it might have been real. Him saying, Mac Jones, that is, what did he say? He eats buffalo meat for breakfast, and he sits properly at tables Did you see this? I don't know.
I have
feel
no
like
idea. This sounds like a fever dream. What?
Well,
Why
I have
is he
to
talking
check if
about
this
how
is
he
real
sits at tables?
or not. I think, obviously, I eat buffalo meat for breakfast and I don't smash tables.
Cool.
I sit at tables and eat at them
okay.
like a
it's
good
him
boy,
trying to get,
like a civilized human being.
it's
Well,
him
you know
trying
what?
to get on the bulletin, whatever.
You know what, Mac Jones?
We don't need bulletin board material.
The first table that we see, you're going through it on Monday night because the Bills are hot. The Bills are ready to take down our rivals here on primetime TV. Mac Jones, you rookie-ass bitch. You're going to have your face just clobbered in the snow. You're going to be face deep in the snow,
Love it.
and that's going to be it. It'll be game over. So you know what? -2.5, no friggin' problem. Give me the Bills on Monday Night Football. Over under here. On the other hand, I'm thinking under here. The latest weather forecasted, we are ways off still, but it's looking a little windy, maybe a little wet, definitely a little windy. So I think it's kind of more of a defensive game. I think it's gonna be close. Might be a little bit of a nail biter, but 2.5 points, no problem at all. Give me the Bills, give me the under here, and let's have a great Monday night. Come on, Josh Allen, we know you can do it. So Donnie, we'll be there together. Will we be rooting for the same outcome here? I mean, we will be, but will our wallets be?
I think they will be. Honestly, I've heard the nerves. I hear that you're a little nervous. I know a lot of people around town are nervous. I've tried to get there. I'm not really like overconfident about the Bills, but I'm also not feeling very nervous about this game. I'm not at all. I'm going with Bills -2.5, and honestly, I might even buy a point or two, make it -3.5, give them a 28-24 win, win by at least 4 points. I think Mac he's in for a rude awakening. He's going to face a good defense. Pats haven't played anyone good. And a lot of the defenses they've faced are more power teams built to stop the run that New England's great at, and I think we can do both. We can stop that, and we have some speedy linebackers, so I think those little dump passes he does to the running back, either right in front of the linebackers or the swing out, these little check downs, I don't think they're going to work as well. I think they're going to be on it. It's going to force him to throw downfield, and that's when we get some picks. We're going to miss Trey, but I'm not too worried. I think Bills D steps it up. Also, based on the last time Allen played the Patriots at their own home, he just absolutely kicked their ass. I remember that was the famous game where I cashed my best ticket of the NFL season last year. It was that 5-teamer prop with that paid quite well. And I think Allen is just gonna. I think they always talk about how Bills own the Dolphins, but I don't think the Patriots have answers for Allen. I think he's gonna be zoned in, and give me Bills -2.5. I'm also taking the under because I don't think the Pats are gonna be able to do much. They struggled very badly with that Titans team just to put up points, and Titans don't have a great defense. Honestly, the Titans even almost beat them despite having like 4 turnovers. So I'm saying under on this, and why not? I'm gonna give a prediction right now. I'm gonna say Bills 28. Patriots 10.
I like it on all fronts.
Maybe even Bills 31-10. That still gets us under, but I think that's no. You know what? Yeah, Bills 31, Patriots 10. Final score. The under hits. It's a sweat, but it hits.
Okay, that's all right. By the time we're coming down to the wire there, we're gonna be freezing our asses off. So a little sweat, Means we're getting a little warmed up. Hopefully that's a good sign. We'll walk out of there with massive smiles on our
Hey,
faces.
anytime the under doesn't hit because Bills are hanging up 30-plus points, and the defense does their job, it's like, hey, at that point you got to be mad about, at the Patriots for not doing their half on the under.
Mm-hmm.
So Bills are lining it up. Who cares? But you know what? That is the third in a row.
Consensus pick.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Our record last time of doing this was real not great.
I don't remember.
There was the first half of the season we agreed on every single game, and it was not great. But this is second half of the season, post Thanksgiving, post break. We took a vacation. Everything's going great. Everything's turning around. And speaking of turn around, we need to turn around the Luscious Locks.
Turn it around to the luscious, hairy locks.
Yes.
Mr. Don.
We're
here.
surviving barely over 500. It's unacceptable. Each time I put two picks in, they're great. I lose by a hook. I get a bad beat. I get this. You know what? But that Breida hit plus 350. That brings our units up pretty big in profitability. And I washed his hair today, gave him some extra love. I'm like, fresh off the break from Thanksgiving, we need to be fresh. So I got a nice fresh wash in, just barely dried right now, but just in time for the show. Here we go. Luscious lock time. If I had done a lock last week, this would have been my lock. You can look at Ellen's tweet. She had a 3-teamer of a parlay at Ellen Digs You on Twitter. And one of those was my lock of the day. They are also my lock this week. Bengals -3. At home, taking on the Chargers. Now, they just obliterated the Steelers last week. It was embarrassing. I mean, they were... What were they? I think they started as a pick'em or -1.5 when the lines open. I took them then. They went up to 3. I took them again, and I put them in a parlay, and they won 41
7.
to 7. It was bad. Everyone, even Steelers fans were like, "Wow, Big Ben should maybe retire after this game." I'm sticking with that hot hand, man. Chase and Burrow. The bionic leg is working. He's back, and the Chargers, not only do they have one of the worst defenses in the league, they got one of the worst running defenses in the league. And Cincinnati's a balanced team. They run. They got, what's his name, Mixon. Yeah, they got Mixon. If the pass isn't working, they're just going to ground and pound and run all over the Chargers. I think the Chargers lost their swagger. As you know, if you've been watching the show, this team is pretty much my crazy ex-girlfriend. I've, many times took them just on the wrong side. Then I don't take them, then they win. And I take them again, then they lose. I'm fading them this time. Stayed away from them last week. I've healed after this very tough, tumultuous breakup between me and the Chargers, where I was in love with them in the beginning of the season. I thought they were great, but they're frauds. Take the Bengals -3.
That is luscious, people. The luscious pick, luscious lock, here to win you your money this week, this beautiful week 13 football. So listen closely when Donnie tells you, lock in the Bengals.
And I only took one. This is is it? No, it's not my bet of the year. It's my second highest bet of the year. I don't know what my bet of the year is, but this is my second most confident luscious lock.
Confidence level.
I'm putting the mortgage on it. I'm putting the house. I'm putting the deed to City Hall on this. I'm selling the city of Buffalo to Russia. I'm putting it on the line. If we lose, we're owned by Russia. If I win, I'm rich, and so is the city of Buffalo. That's how serious about this game I am.
These are big stakes, but the confidence level is there. And you know what? I'm not nervous at all. that will be run by Russians after Sunday. Not at all.
Not at all. All right, well, it's time now to go out to sea. Hopefully I don't get my hair wet. I just washed it, but here we go.
Salty, salty seawater. Bonk, bonk. Coming your way, Donnie, because you know what? We had rough seas for a minute there. The deck was getting washed by the foamy, salty water out at sea. But you know what? We found smooth sailing. Smooth sailing as the Buffalo Bills trampled the New Orleans Saints after a bunch of turkey, and I just kicked my feet up and watched Stefon Diggs cash that beautiful Thanksgiving special prop for us, getting the anchor pick of the week back into winning form. Anchor pick is just, it's been super sexy all week. It's a sexy pick, and you know what? We're gonna keep it that way this week because we're picking Jimmy Garoppolo and his sexy ass going at, we're West Coast here. They're going up northwest to the Seattle Seahawks, who look rough, Donnie. They look rough. They are a seafaring bunch, the Seahawks, but their ship is going down. And Russell Wilson is going down with the ship, it seems. I don't know what's up with him. He's got a bionic finger, and we're not used to seeing these. But so far, it's not working out great for Mr. Wilson.
No, he threw to Metcalf like one. He had 0 targets through the first half when they played Monday night.
Yes. You
What's
know what?
going on in
DK
Seattle?
Metcalf, he's not putting up the numbers he was expected to put up. I say this because he's on one of my fantasy teams.
Same.
Now I'm thinking about benching him.
Yeah.
How crazy is
Easy.
this?
Yeah.
How crazy is
A
this?
guy many used like a 2nd round pick on is like,
It's unbelievable. You know what? So when I see
I might have stolen him in the 3rd.
When I see Jimmy Garoppolo and his sexy ass only -3.5 at the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, I know it's like in Seattle, loud as fuck, but like, what do these people have to yell about anymore? Not a whole lot. I think it's going to be crickets in there after Jimmy Garoppolo puts up a couple touchdowns. So you know what? This is your anchor pick of the week, folks. San Francisco -3.5 at the Seahawks. You can lock that in. Anchor. Your betting slip this week, because we're here to win, baby. We're here for that free money. Jimmy G, you know what to do. We're just going to keep it rolling.
Bring it home, baby. Bring it home. Well, we're going to bring it home. I got to be honest, folks, too. There's 2 more picks I really want to give as a luscious lock, but I'm not as confident. Because you got one that's so confident, I realize you can't force 2 others in. But for that reason, follow me on Twitter for the occasional pick like that. I'm going to give out some more Sunday picks, some music, some weird takes, whatever. Follow me. You'll get it all. Follow John over. Yep, and here they are. Here's our, there they are, our little handles right here. Great. And we'll see you next time on Don
And John's.
Pitch. That's right, folks. This train never stops. Bye.